Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru. Today, we want to talk about the day of the Amrit Sanchar that took place in 1699. Us din te Guru Gobind Singh Ji, as a Maharaj, as a king, as a Sache Pacha themselves, they showed us the ek Raja also has to be a Chela as well. This Pankti Vaha Vaha Gobind Singh, Guru Gobind Singh Ji is so great. Ape, they themselves, Guru Chela, they themselves are the Guru and they themselves became the Chela as well, the Sikh as well. On the day of Amrit Sanchar, in Kesgarh Sahib, it was said that the Katha, the amount of people that were there, were about 40,000 people, or even more than that. There's an eyewitness, a spy of Aurangzeb, who tells this. And he tells that Guru Gobind Singh Ji took out his Sri Sahib and asked for a head. Joto prem khilan ka chao, sir tal tari gali muriya. If you want to play the game of love with me, bring your head on your palm and come on my path. Itmarg pair tarijay, sir dijay, kaan na kijay. But what happens is once you have set your foot on this path, sir dijay, give your head, kaan na kijay. Do not care about what people will say. ਤਾਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਗੁਰੂ ਮਹਾਰਾਜ ਨੇ ਸ੍ਰੀ ਸਾਹਿਬ ਉੱਚੀ ਕਰਕੇ ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਲੜਕਾਰਿਆ, asked everyone that who here is willing to give their head. Imagine, Sangat Ji, that at that point, everybody who was gathered in Kesgarh Sahib, pata nahi si kyun Guru Sahib ne saare said there are rumors are going on, how come Guru Sahib is now gathering so many Sangat? What is going to happen? What is now going on in the mind of Guru Gobind Singh Ji? Imagine now Guru Gobind Singh coming out onto that stage, on that platform, and now with the Sri Sahib in their hand asking for a head. What will be going on in the mind of the people? Is Guru Sahib okay? Are they playing with us? Are they kidding with us? Or are they serious? But out of all that thousands of people, Panj Singha ne a pukar suni Guru Sahib di. 5 Singhs heard this pukar of the Guru and they became the Panj Pyare. Bhai Daya Singh Ji, Pyare Daya Singh Ji, Pyare Dharam Singh Ji, Pyare Himmat Singh Ji, Pyare Mokham Singh Ji, Pyare Sahib Singh Ji. Now look at this, Sangat Ji. Even their names are telling us about the attributes of a Khalsa. That in order to be even a Khalsa, in order to even serve this Panth, serve humanity, you must have Daya in you. Pehla Daya honi chahidi hai. Daya de vichon dharam paida hunda. From within Daya, from within compassion, dharam, righteousness is born. Japji Sahib de vich Maharaj vi likhde ne, Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj tells us, Taul dharam Daya ka poot. That dharam is the poot, is the son of Daya. And you see the sequence of this Panj Pyare as well. It's amazing. Everything is already accounted for. Sara kuch Maharaj ne pehla hi soch samajh ke te hukam de anusar sara kuch ho raha. Bhai Daya Singh Ji and then Bhai Dharam Singh Ji and Bhai Himmat Singh Ji. Himmat, courage, that strength. Bhai Mokham Singh Ji, determination, adolta, and Bhai Sahib Singh Ji, that whatever is happening, we must always remember our Sahib. Kirpan Sahib di honi hai, Bhai Sahib Singh Ji. And after the Panj Pyare, Guru Maharaj themselves took Amrit from the Panj Pyare as well. What was the need of a king to take Amrit when he was the one giving it to his people? If you look at the rurals, if you look at all the conquerors around the world, the kings around the world that were already there at that time, the Roman Empire, the Ottoman Empire, all these other empire that was also Mawjood, they were also there at that time as well. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji showed how to be a true king. If you create an empire, how must you be the king of an empire? You must be an example. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji became that example. After Panj Pyare took Amrit, Guru Gobind Singh Ji took Amrit. And after that, seeing that Guru Sahib themselves took Amrit, jere sangat sige, all those people who are watching, their mind, like even now we are thinking, for a fact that Guru Gobind Singh Ji themselves had to take Amrit, this must be something. This is not a joke. It means that if our Guru is taking Amrit, why are we not doing it as well? And from there, then Hor Panj Singh khade hoye. 5 more Singhs got up to take Amrit, and these 5 who took Amrit after that were called Panj Mukte. And if we read in the Khalsa Mool Mantar, their names are given as well. Deva Singh, Funaram Singh, Tehal Singh Mattir, Ishar Singh Ban Fateh Singh, Ye Panje Mukte Barbir. Deva Singh, Ram Singh, Tehal Singh, Ishar Singh, Fateh Singh. These are the Panj Mukte who took Amrit after that. Usto baad Sangat Ji, the days went on, and every day, it's said in the Itihasik Granth, every day in the counts of hundreds, in the counts of thousands, Sangat Sikhs would come to take Amrit and become the Guru Sikh. Inne sare log aunde sige to take Amrit. Kanya de vich dubda vi paida hundi si. Do not think, Sangat Ji, that at this time only dubda is present at this time. Even during the time of the Guru, there was so much dubda, there was so much question being asked as well. But jere Sikh sige us vele te, they were nirpao. They could answer because they had so much faith in the Guru. So even those who were in dubda, their answers, their questions got answered, and they also took Amrit and became Guru Sikh. This question is often asked, Sangat Ji, that on the day of Amrit Sanchar, was it Mata Sahib Devan Ji who put the patase? But this is one question where the answer is not Mata Sahib Devan Ji, because they came into the picture a year after Amrit Sanchar took place. So the Mata Ji, Mata Sahib, who actually put the patase, was actually Mata Jitto Ji, and you can find this in reference in many Itihasik Granth as well. And Mata Sahib Devan Ji came later on, but they were given the Padvi of Khalsa Panth's mother, Mata of the Khalsa Panth, because they had no children of their own, and Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave the Khalsa Panth, put the Khalsa Panth into her lap and told her that you are to care of your Sikhs, you are supposed to care for your Khalsa, for your sons in this Panth. When we speak about the 5, Japji Sahib de vich Maharaj kehndे ne Panj Parwan, Panj Pradhan. There's so much significance given to this punch. And when you put the punch 5 fingers together, it becomes a mutta. It becomes so strong that nobody can even take off 1 finger of that mutta. Maharaj has given us so many Rehat, so many parman of this punch. There's Panj Pyare, there's Panj Mukte. Then we have Panj Kakar that Guru Sahib has given us. When the Amrit Sanchar took place, Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj gave the Rehat as well on that day. Panch Kakar. Kada, Kardo means Kirpan, Kach, Kachera, Kes and Kangha. This Panj Kakar. Then Guru Sahib gave the Rehat of Panj Mail. These 5 group of people that we are not supposed to associate ourselves with. And who are these 5 people? I mentioned yesterday as well. Sirgumiye, people who cut their hair. Meediye, the descendants of Prithi Chand. Masandiye, all those Masanda who are supposed to be ministers of the Guru, but now they have gone corrupted and now they're taking money from the Sikhs and from the Guru. Ram Raye, Tir Maliye. These descendants of Ram Rai, who was the brother of Guru Har Krishan Ji, and Tir Maliye, who was the brother of Guru Har Rai Ji. These 2 people, they also tried to kill the Guru. They tried to take the Gurgaddi. Insyo Melina Man. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji is telling us, Rehat, that do not associate with these people. Because once we associate with these people, even our matta sadi buddhi vi prasth ho jandi hai. We might end up becoming like them. To do kusangat, there's few types of sangat. Sangat, a normal sangat, there's kusangat and sat sangat. Kusangat here is madi sangat. Madi sangat karan de naal sade man de vich vi asar pੈ janda. We start to be drawn towards doing bad things, towards doing things that the madi sangat are doing as well. So Guru Sahib is saving us from them by giving us this Rehat. Then Guru Sahib given us the Rehat of Panj Pyare in the Amrit Vela. And there's also something that we call Pancham Amrit. When we do Ardas, many of us must have heard the Granthi Singh doing Ardas, Pancham Amrit, Kada Prashad, Di Deg Di Ardas. What does Panch Amrit means? That even at Kada Prashad, there's 5 Amrit that goes into it. What is it? Fire, Pani, sugar, Atta, Kyo. Enna nu kathe karke, these are called Panch Amrit. And then we have also given the Panch Takht as well, by Guru Sahib as well. And if you look at the Rehat, it's so easy to understand because Maharaj ne, it revolves all around Panj as well. So now when we speak about Rehat, what is that Rehat that Guru Sahib gave us? What was the first Rehat that Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us? All this Rehat, Sangat Ji, yes, we can't find it in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. We can't, maybe most of them cannot even be found in Dasam Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj as well. But what has happened is that most of these Rehat are written in Rehatname by various Gursikhs during the time of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Many of these Gursikhs, they were the Darbari Kavi. We have heard that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has 52 Kavi, 52 poets in their Darbar. And many of these Kavi, their task was to write Rehatname. And some of these people are like Pai Nandalal Ji, which we know, Pai Prahlad Singh Ji, Pai Daya Singh Ji, one of the Panj Pyare. They themselves has also written Rehatname in reference to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Whenever Guru Gobind Singh Ji would say, talk about Rehat, they would write it down. And where do we get the Rehat on how to even conduct Amrit Sanchar? It's also written in the Rehatname. Guru Gobind Singh Ji has told us how to conduct an Amrit Sanchar. How to make Kada Prashad. This is not written in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj. How do we make Kada Prashad? This is written in the Rehatname. Guru Gobind Singh Ji tells us how to make Kada Prashad. What must we recite when we are making the Kada Prashad? Everything has been given by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. So what is the first Rehat that Guru Sahib gave us? Guru Sahib says in Rehatnama Pai Desa Singh Ji. Pai Desa Singh Ji is from the lineage of Pai Mani Singh Ji Shaheed. They say, Pratham Rehat yeh jaan khande ki pahol shake. Soi Singh Sujan avar na pahol jole. Pratham Rehat ye jaan. Pratham means the first Rehat. Know this to be the first Rehat. Khande ki pahol shake. That one who calls himself a Sikh should take Khande di pahol. Should take the Amrit of the Khanda Batta. This is the first Rehat given by the Guru. And even in Gurbani, we read this pankti. Sur nar munjan Amrit khoj de, so Amrit gur te paya. Kitho milda? Guru to milda. And everybody is seeking for this Amrit. Par Guru to ye Amrit milda. And Guru Sahib has given us that bakshish. Now we have Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj and we have Khalsa Panth as well, who can bestow that Amrit to us. Then Guru Gobind Singh Ji goes on to tell us about the Rehat of our physical appearance. And what is that? Nishan-e-Sikhi, Panj Harf Kaf. The Nishan of Sikhi is Panj Harf Kaf. Harf Kaf here means 5 alphabets that starts, 5 words that starts with the alphabet Kakka, Kaf. And what is it? Kara Kardo Kach Kangha Bida, Bila Kes Hech Ast Jumala Nishan. So here Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj mentions Kara, Kardo. Kardo here means another word for Kirpan, Kach, Kachera, Kangha, and our case as well. Then in the same Rehat, Guru Sahib tells us about the Kurahata as well. Things that we need to save ourselves from, things that we should not do. And what is that? It's Panjahaha, 5H. Hukka, Hajamat, Halal, Haram, Henna. Hukka, tobacco. Hajamat, where we cut our hair. Halal, eating kutha mas. Haram is adultery and henna is the coloring of our hair. Why did Guru Sahib give us this Rehat? If we look at that time, all this, the Kurehata, they were being done by the tyrants, by the Mughals, by everybody in Hindustan at that time. And what was happening was that people were becoming patat. They were not even listening to the dharmik bande. They were not even practicing dharam. So Guru Sahib tells us that we need to save ourselves from hookah, tobacco. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj's own horse refused to go through a tobacco field. Imagine a horse refusing to go through a tobacco field. Hajamat, the cutting of hair. Maharaj tells in Rehat as well, they say that when we are born, naturally on our body, Guru Sahib has caused this hair to grow. And if you think about it, Sangaji, if we think about this component of case, Maharaj has given us this case, and naturally in every part of our body, case, hair grows in different thickness, in different length. And they all serve different purpose as well. The hair in our eyebrows, the hair on our skin, on our arms and on our legs, the hair under our armpit, and the hair on our scalp. And if we think about it, even science is doing so much research that case, sarde case hunde ne, how come they grow so long compared to the hair in other parts of the body? And so many scientific papers have proven that long hair, uncut hair, unshorn hair, they store so much positive energy and they help in meditation. Guru Sahib say in this Rehat, they say naturally why Guru has given us this case, and why are we going against nature? Why are we going against Vaheguru and cutting something that Guru Sahib has given us? How can we call ourselves a Sikh when we go against nature itself? Scientific papers have shown that unshorn hair, uncut hair preserves so much energy in it. If we look at the tribal people, the Native Americans, they had so long hair. And so many experiments have been done with people who cut their hair and with those who have never cut their hair, in terms of memory and in terms of sixth sense, being able to pick up things from surrounding, from environment, being able to sense danger around them. Even in Gurbani, Maharaj says, Gurmukh Rom, Rom Hartyave. Rom here means hair. Every Rom, every hair is doing what? Is doing Dhyan, is doing Simran of Vaheguru. And in Rehat mein, Guru Sahib say, Eh mor agya suno le pyare, bina teg kesang devo na didare. Guru Sahib is telling us, bina teg kesang, without shastar, without case, devo na didare. I would not even give my darshan. It is hard, it is difficult to hear all this, but these are not the words of anybody, these are the words of the Guru themselves. Then, to even protect the case, Maharaj has given us Kangha. If we think about it, Sangaji, it's so amazing because Guru Sahib themselves, they are so futuristic. Guru Sahib dekh sakde, they know what's going to happen in the future. Maharaj ne sanu fir Kangha vi bakshiya to care for that hair as well. Kangha vi keho ja bakshiya, a wooden one. And also, there's so many scientific research that have been done on Kangha, why wooden and why not plastic. And many of us would know this as well. And Guru Sahib even gave us the Rehat, how are we supposed to take care of our case. Guru Sahib says, Kangha dono vatkar, this is under the Tankha Nama of Pai Nandalal Ji. They say, Kangha dono vakt kar, paak chune kar bandi. How are we supposed to care for our hair? Dono vakt, 2 times a day, comb your hair downwards. Why? It helps to remove all that negative energy. Helps to calm the mind down. And then paak chune kar bandi. How are we supposed to tie our pag? Even that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has told us. Chon chon ke, layer by layer. Naal di naal simran kar, naal di naal Guru nu yaad karna. Naal di naal yaad karna vi dastar kyon Maharaj ne sanu bakshiya. What are you supposed to do once we put this dastar on? What are our responsibilities? This is the Rehatnama that Guru Sahib gives us in accordance to case and Kangha. Guru Gobind Singh Ji gave us the Kakar of Panja, the Rehat of Panj Kakar. Case, Kangha, Kada. Now if we look at the Kada, they gave us the Rehat of wearing a Sarabloh Kada. If we look at the Kada, what comes to our mind? Many would say that There's no end to that kada. It's circular. This is a reminder for us that Par Brahm, Vaheguru Ji, is also Beyant. In Gurbani, Maharaj kehte ne, Avtar na jane ant, Parmeshwar Par Brahm Beyant. That Parmeshwar, Par Brahm, that Vaheguru Ji is Beyant, is limitless, endless. And then when we wear this kada in our hands, it's also a sign that when we look at this kada, it's a reminder for us that these hands belongs to the Guru. Eh hath sade vi nige, eh Guru de hath. And what are we supposed to do with these hands then? What kind of karam are we supposed to do with these hands? So we then look at this kada, it becomes a reminder for us to refrain from doing kukarma, refrain from doing evil deeds. This becomes like handcuffs for us. And this also, Sangaji, if you have seen pictures of Puratan Singhs, Nihang Singhs, you will see them wearing so much kakar on their body. Some would even be wearing so many kade and they would be so heavy. Now, some have asked that question, why should we wear heavy kade? Why not just a light, a thin one? Yeah, you could if you only take it as a symbol. But it could become practical as well. And how could that be? This kada could even be a shastar. This kada could even be a weapon. In need, you could even take it and you could even hurt the people who is trying to oppress you. It could be a weapon as well. But that's why the kakar that Guru Sahib gave us, although it's a symbol, it's a nishani, but it also has to be practical as well. And another question comes about Sarabloh. What does Sarabloh mean? We can go on and talk about this, but just in Sankep Torte, and gist of it, Sarabloh was what was available at that time, during the times of the Guru. It was easy, it was cheap and accessible. And Sarabloh in itself, Sarabloh means pure iron. Sarabloh in itself is so grounded that this was the kind of batte, this was kind of bartan that the Sikhs used to eat in. This also shows humility as well. And then another thing, Guru Sahib has given us the rehat of eating or even wearing Sarabloh is because this is a source of iron as well. Tanyo ta Guru Sahib ne sanu Sarabloh di rehat diti hai. Because through this Sarabloh, through this iron, this kada that we wear, we get the source of iron into our body. Those Gursikhs who would eat in Sarabloh, they would be so takade, they would be so niroi, they would be so strong because of their diet. Even in Akaal Ustad, a Bani by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they start that Bani by this paudi. They say, Akaal Purakh ki raksha hamne, Sarabloh di raksha hamne, Sarvakal ji di raksha hamne, Sarabloh ji di sada raksha hamne. They have given this praise to Sarabloh, to that all iron. And then it comes to the rehat of wearing a kachera. Kachera is a sign of seal jat, chastity, self-refrain. And Guru Sahib, they have also given this rehat and Rehatnama by Vaisakhi Singh Ji. They say, Kach Kirpan na kabhu tyage. So another question comes as well. Many people would say that, oh, we can take off the kachera, we can take off the Kirpan. But this is the rehat that Guru Sahib has given us. Kach and Kirpan. Guru Sahib knew. They, again, futuristic Guru. They knew that in the coming future, there are going to be this kind of issues. And in the Rehatnama, it's clearly written, Kach Kirpan na kabhu tyage. Do not even leave these two kakars from your body. Then Mara speaks about Kirpan. It is because of this whole Kirpan, that miri piri aspect, that ability, the kirpa that Guru Sahib gave us to wear kakar on our body, to even call ourselves a Khalsa. Guru Sahib say in their Bani, Kirpan pan dharyang karor papataryan. Once you wear Kirpan, dharan kar lenda, karor pap, millions of sins, dharyang. Millions of sins are destroyed, are washed off. When we wear this Kirpan, Sangaji, this is also many people who have experienced this. those who have had low self-confidence, low self-esteem, people who feel guilty, people who do not feel worthy of the Guru. Once they have worn, once they have taken that Amrit, they wear this Panj Pyare on their body, they take that appearance of a Khalsa, that confidence is raised up, is so boosted, that self-esteem is so boosted. And now they're not egoistic, but with pride they call themselves the Khalsa of the Guru. Wearing this Kirpan gives us so much confidence and gives us that discipline that I am responsible to make sure that justice is taken care of. I am responsible to protect myself, to protect the honor of this body, protect the honor of the Panth, and protect everybody else as well. And if we look at the word Kirpan as well, if you break it, Kirpa on. Kirpa means to be merciful on others, to be merciful to others. So this Kirpan, this Shastar, why do we call it Sri Sahib and not Talwar? This question was asked as well to the Guru. Why is it Talwar? Why have you changed it to Sri Sahib and not just use the common name Talwar? Guru Sahib says Talwar is carried upon those meek, those deen, those poor people, those people who have not done anything wrong. ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਉੱਪਰ ਤਲਵਾਰ ਚੱਕਦੇ ਆ, these tyrants, this ruler. But then once a Khalsa has that talwar in their hand, it does not become a talwar anymore, it becomes a Sri Sahib. Because what it's supposed to do is to do kirpa on others, is to help other people and to fight injustice. Maharaj says, they gave us the Rehat, they say Shastraheen eh kabhu na hui, that my Khalsa will never be Shastraheen, without Shastra. Rehatwant Khalsa hai soi, that my Khalsa will always be Rehatwant, will always make sure that it protects its Rehat, takes care of the Rehat as well. And if you look at those Singhs, the Nihang Singhs, those jere nile bane paunde a, those who keep the Rehat of the Guru, those who wear 10-footy Shastar, those who wear so much kakar, so much Shastar on their body. Some people will call it fanatic. But Sangaji, Sikhi or Khalsa Panth is not fanatism, is not fanatic, is unique, is different. That's why Guru Sahib say in Khalsa Mahima, they say Khalsa Akaal Purakh ki Fauj, Pragatiyo Khalsa Parmatam ki Mauj. And they go on to say, Jab lag Khalsa rahe niyara. Niyara means to be different, to be unique from this world. Tab lag tej diyo mai sara. Till then, I will give my protection, I will be the benefactor of this Khalsa Panth. Jab e gaye biparan ki reed, once they have forgotten that they are Niyara Panth and they have followed the way of this world, main na karo inki prati, then I will no longer be their benefactor. So if we think that Sikhi or Khalsa Panth is being fanatic, it's not. It's unique, not fanatic. And Guru Sahib has given us this Rehat because we are supposed to represent the army of Vaiguruji. How else the army of Vaiguruji would look like if not like this? In Khalsa Mahima, Guru Sahib has given so much vadiyai, so much greatness to that Khalsa. And they go on to say that in hi ki kirpa ke saje hum hai. Now they are even saying that it is because of them I am a Guru. Who would say that? Guru Gobind Singh Ji had so much humility in them. And now they're radiating that same humility into their Khalsa Panth as well. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they have gave so much vadiyai to the Khalsa Panth. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj, they even said, when they're about to bestow the Amrit to the Sikhs, they say, "Hon tusi apne pind ch na raho. Go out there and do this prachar of Khalsa Panth to everyone." But at that time, those Sikhs, they were only thinking about saving their own place, saving their own family, saving their own village. And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj ne eh bachan kite that in the future, the time will come where Khalsa will be in every corner in the world. That Khalsa will be in every country. And if we see what's happening now, Sangaji, we can see that in every country, ਇੱਕ ਨਾ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਜ਼ਰੂਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਆ. In every country, we have Gurdwara Sahibs in everywhere. We have Khalsa Panth everywhere. Anyway, you can see that low langar marde haje hunde a. Low langar marde haje tapde a. Maharaj is still following. The Sikhs are still following that bachan of Dekh Tekh Fateh. And now even though now we are going through such a crisis, we can see that Guru Maharaj da e bachan is still alive. That bachan of Dekh Tekh Fateh is still alive. Now we think about this. Think about Khalsa Raj and think about that Khalsa Raj is not in any boundary. We are not bound by any walls. We are not bound by any borders of the countries, because Khalsa Raj in itself is everywhere in the world. The whole function, the whole duty of a Khalsa is to serve humanity, is to ensure that there's freedom of religion in this world, that there is food for everyone, despite religion, despite caste, despite gender, there's food for everyone. And a Khalsa, whenever need be, would fight for justice. And if you look at history after Guru Gobind Singh Ji, even during World War I, World War II, majority of those who fought in that war were Khalsa, were Sikhs. And British, even the Gori, everybody was trying to find out what makes this Khalsa so nirpao, what makes them so fearless. What is it in them that makes them so fearless and that makes us dependent on them to win this war? And if you go to the root of it, Sangaji, is that Khande di Pahal that Guru Gobind Singh Ji has bestowed upon us. If we want to be fearless as well, we want to be like the Guru as well, to have the attributes of Vaheguru in us, then Guru Sahib has given us that Pratham Rehat. Ye jaan Khande ki Pahal shike. Guru Sahib has given us that Rehat. And this year we are celebrating Vaisakhi, but we are celebrating it at home. We can't go to Gurdwaras now. We can't have that Sangat. We can't go and do Nishan Sahib Slami. Look at the times of Kaljuk right now, Sangat Ji. Te assi haje sochde hain, when we give prerna to Sangat, when we give prerna to other Sikhs that tusi vi amrit ਛਕ ਲੋ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ ਬਾਅਦ ਚ ਛਕਾਂਗੇ, ਕੋਈ ਨਾ time ਹੋਊਗਾ. ਹੁਣ ਸੋਚ ਕੇ ਵੇਖੋ, if there are some who want to take Amrit now, are we able to have that Amrit Sanchar? Can we have that Amrit Sanchar now? There might be so many of us now who are so thirsty to take Amrit. But now Guru Sahib is showing us, do not think that time is in our hands. Sade hath vich nahi waqt. And we don't even know what's going to happen in the future. So when it comes to keeping Rehat, when it comes to following the bachan of the Guru, tel na kije. Do not be lazy, do not make any delay. It should be done now, because we never know whether there'll be a tomorrow. We never know whether there'll even be 10 minutes from now. Sanu ki pata, je guarantee hundi hai fir sanu sara kuch pata hunda, we would have known the future as well. So this is a beinti to Sangat out there as well, that we are now celebrating Vaisakhi, but we are doing it at home. This is a time now Guru Sahib has given us to reflect. What is it that we really want? Am I going to take upon the Rehat of the Guru? Am I going to follow Guru Sahib's bachan when they tell me that in order to be the Sikh of a Guru, I must initiate myself? Am I going to listen to Guru? Or am I going to follow the way of this world? Jab lag khalsa rahe niyara, tab lag tej diyo mein sara. Jab ek goi bipran ki reet, main na karo inki parteed. And when Guru Sahib tells us, when they say, put your head on your palm and do not care about this world. Sir dije, kar na kije. Do not care about this world, because our relationship in this world, the true relationship is only with Guru. And what matters when we leave is what we have done to serve the Guru, what we have done to show our love to the Guru. And one way, Sangaji, is through following the first bachan of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, which is Pratham Rehat ye jaan khande ki pahal shake. So please forgive any mistakes we have done. We would like to congratulate everyone, all the Sangat in every part of the world. Lakh lakh vidanya on the Gurpurab of Vaisakhi, and hope that this year Vaisakhi would be a reminder to us, what is it that we should do as a Sikh of the Guru, and how is it that we should prove and we should show to the Guru that we are worthy to be a Sikh. Please forgive us for any mistakes we have done. Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.